I owe Rock and her brother bullets to the head. Let me handle her.
Anybody who ever bet against me is lost. But the streets ain't ours no more. We marks out here. Snaps and Pops need to see that you're dedicated.
Mama handled it.
I know, okay, fine. She's gonna do something crazy, Kanan.
Kanan, just like the game, the more you push, the further away that shit gonna get.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you think, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. Now, on today's video, we will be covering PowerBookIII, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is the episode 7 exclusive photos. Now, and these photos, I found them to be pretty interesting, but I will say this. I also noticed that they cheated us on these photos a little bit, because I feel like they typically, I don't count how many photos they give us a piece each time these come out, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure they normally give us more photos than this. They didn't give us that many. It's about maybe 10 of them. I feel like it'd normally be like 15. Hey, maybe I'm tripping. But anyways, though, in this particular video, we're gonna be discussing how basically a potential betrayal of Bree's betraying Snaps and Pop going on, which I anticipated already, and how Marvin will receive bad news, and it's not looking too well for him. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into this, people. So, now first up, I want to say we got Marvin with Rock. And I want to point out this really quickly. I told you guys about the shirt that Marvin has on, and how it looks. It's very similar to shirts from shirts in the past. I noticed people with that particular pattern. And I told you guys I would potentially do a video on it. I'm not going to do a video on it, but I'm just going to run through it really quickly. If you can remember, I'll just give you guys the episodes and the scenes. I'll do that if you're interested in checking it out. So the first one that I could think of from the original Power, if you go to Power episode 6, I want to say it was 607, you will see that Lakeisha has a shirt on similar to this. That particular, she had you remember when Spanky and 2-Bit sent that guy, what's his name, Monzy, after Lakeisha, and she ended up killing him? She had on a jacket or something looking similar to this shirt that Marvin had on. Now this could be a huge reach. Ugly ass niggas probably would believe that it is, but she did have on one look similar to this. And then go ahead and go to PowerBookIII for Force, and you see, if you remember the guy that was one of the guys over the cartel. What was the name of that cartel? Man, I can't remember his name. But anyways, he was the guy that was in jail all of the majority of the show of the last season, season 3, and then he ended up getting out later. When he got out in episode, Roberto Ortega, that was his name. He came to me. Roberto had on a shirt looked very similar to this when Diamond and Janari came to visit him at his house when he was at a pool. He had a shirt on, looked similar to that. It was designed very similar. Guess what? That was episode 309, and guess what? He died the next episode. So, like I said, this could be a big reach, but I'm just saying, Marvin has on a shirt that looks similar to that, and could it mean that he dies in the finale? Perhaps. But anyways, people, next we got Stefano here, he ugly as hell about something. I can't quite put my finger on what he ugly about, but he ugly as hell about something. And he's clearly at Hafiz's place, because you can tell from the background and the couch. So whatever it is, he's having a meeting with Hafiz. Now, we've seen in the trailer, he was saying he owes Rock, so to let him handle Rock. So I would suggest this is the plan that's being put together in order to take Rock and Marvin out. That's what I would suspect to be going on here. Now, next we got Snaps and Pop ugly as hell about something. We're not sure what they ugly as hell about, but it looks like they probably at a secret meeting spot like we've seen in the past in season 4. They met the cops and stuff like that on the rooftop. And I would suspect that they could be indeed meeting the cops here. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if they end up unaliving them, because they're a loose end at this point. Captain Baptiste is gone, so they need to figure out their next play. So they might use the cops to figure out kind of shake the trees and figure out some answers. Then once they get the answers, unalive them. That could be their next move. And it looks like, they're clearly up to something. Next, we see Marvin. Looks like he's thinking about something here, in my opinion. Like, obviously, he's been going after Kanan because of, the situation with Lou. And we know he ends up getting a scar later on his eye, on top of his eye. So I would suggest he had a big fight with someone. Maybe he potentially got that in the shootout against Breeze. But one thing for sure, it looks like Marvin is kind of losing it a little bit. Anyways, next we got Flossie. She looks like she is walking. Honestly, this one is kind of the most interesting one that I can't quite figure out at all what's going on here. Now you can see the people in the background. It kind of looks like they're painting something. That's what it looks like to me. But more than likely, she's probably meeting up with someone. The question is, who is she meeting? Now, I told y'all once we last seen her last episode, she struck a deal with Kanan. That's what I believe happened. Could she be potentially meeting up with Stefano? Maybe. All I know is suspect multiple betrayals coming this particular episode. It is coming. Anyways, next we get to Juke. She is having a conversation with Marvin, people. And in my opinion, it doesn't sound like, it doesn't look like it's good. More than likely, she probably had a conversation with Garcia, and Garcia told her what was going on. I believe whatever the information he relayed over to her, it wasn't good news, and now she is relaying those things to Marvin. And in my opinion, it's going to be like that girl Amber is going to end up getting you locked up. We need to deal with her. And of course, Marvin isn't going to be with it. And she is going to be like, I don't want you to end up going away. But Marvin is going to be like, hey, if it ends up coming down to that, then so be it. And that's the reason why, Jukebox is crying and he's hugging her. At the same time, he's thinking about like, damn, do I really want to go down for this? The girl ain't even my blood. At the same time, he probably feels guilty that the girl doesn't have a father. So it's kind of similar to the situation with Ghost with the Maria Suarez situation. Ghost was trying to turn his life around, but that Maria girl was obviously a major threat. So he ultimately did decide he was going to try to go over there again, but of course Tommy had already took care of it. Anyways, though, and we also see your girl Aisha. She is back. She's having a conversation with Kanan, and Kanan, she's letting him know she must have met up with Juke, because she's letting Kanan know that Juke is about to do something crazy. Now, could it be something relating to the situation with Snaps and Pop, or could it be the situation with her taking out Amber? One of the two is going down, and don't be surprised if Aisha ends up getting unalived as well, because I just don't understand why they're bringing her back to the storyline, unless she was brought there to become an innocent death. And of course, we also have Rock and Marvin here, and it looks like Rock is in deep thought. I would say this is pertaining to the situation with her losing control of everything, because like literally, you know, she has lost all of her alliances at this point. You know, Hafiz is gone. Joaquin is dead. Flossie is now gone, more than likely. So she is in deep thought, trying to figure out what it is she is going to do. And Marvin, of course, is there as well, just along for the ride. But Marvin has lost it at this point. And lastly, of course, we have an image where we can see Breeze. Looks like Breeze's fist is balled up as well. And it looks like you can clearly tell Snaps is getting ready to go at Breeze because he is unhappy about something. Now, you can also see Pop holding Snaps back. So I would say it got to have something to do with either he finds out about the side hustle that Breeze has going on, or it's something in relation to Breeze getting a smart mouth, letting them know that, look, you ain't running shit like that no more. You don't tell me what to do or whatever it is. You know, obviously he's losing control of Breeze. That is a huge part of why I can see Snaps being mad at him. And think about it. Look at how intense this looks like it's about to get. I've been telling you guys, Breeze is going to be the one to betray them, because Breeze is the only one that's close enough to take them down. They're very cautious with every move that they make. So the only person that can truly take them down is someone that's close enough to do it. So more than likely, it's going to have something to do with the situation where Breeze is going to tell Kanan, Snaps and Pop need to know that you're dedicated, because he's initiating some kind of plan to get them in the right place. Because like I told y'all, he's a chess player, and he's going to execute it and take them out. So pretty much that's all I got for y'all as far as this particular video. Definitely let me know what y'all thinking up in the comment sections. Could you see a betrayal being done by Breeze to take out Snaps and Pop? Is this going to spell bad news for your boy Marvin? Let me know all of that and more in the comment sections. But like usual, if you're cool with me, fool with me, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment. Let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share if you're friends. And until the next video, I'm out.